Imagine a king so powerful his name echoed across every known nation. Nebuchadnezzar, supreme ruler of Babylon, was feared, his armies unbeatable, his city a monument to human glory. Yet, behind this grandeur hid a heart blinded by pride. His story, written in the pages of Scripture, isn't just about conquests. It's a deep conflict. Pride versus humility, man's power versus God's. Chosen to judge nations, he had to face his own insignificance. From a golden throne to crawling like an animal, his journey unveils the cost of arrogance and the strength of redemption. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more thrilling biblical stories. Nebuchadnezzar was born into a royal lineage in Babylon, a thriving city along the Euphrates River, though the exact date remains uncertain. As the son of Nabopolassar, a Chaldean leader who rose to power after breaking the Assyrian Empire's grip, he entered a world of ambition and opportunity. Babylon was no quiet village. It was a bustling hub of trade and culture, its streets alive with merchants, scribes, and builders. Raised in this environment, Nebuchadnezzar grew hearing of his father's victories, how Nabopolassar had defeated a once mighty foe to establish Babylonian dominance. From a young age, he showed a sharp mind and a drive that set him apart, listening to advisors and studying the kingdom's past. His father molded him to inherit a legacy of power. As he matured, Nebuchadnezzar's physical strength grew alongside his leadership skills. He stood by Nabopolassar, learning the art of war and the complexities of ruling a city surrounded by rivals. Babylon's walls stood tall, its markets overflowed, yet he saw beyond, to a world where strength alone secured dominion. When Nabopolassar died, likely around 605 BC, Nebuchadnezzar ascended the throne amid uncertainty. His coronation was a grand affair, with crowds gathered beneath towering ziggurats, their cheers echoing through the city. The weight of the crown didn't daunt him, it fueled him. Almost immediately, he faced a challenge. Assyrian remnants, now allied with Egypt, threatened Carchemish, a strategic stronghold. He acted decisively, leading his army across harsh terrain with unyielding discipline. In the battle that followed, his tactical brilliance shone, directing attacks with precision. He crushed the enemy, securing Babylon's dominance over the region. Returning victorious, he was no longer just the king's son. He was Nebuchadnezzar, a name feared and revered. Yet as the city celebrated, his ambition whispered of greater triumphs still to come. Nebuchadnezzar's victory at Carchemish cemented Babylon's might, but his eyes soon turned westward to Judah, a small yet defiant nation. In 597 BC, King Jehoiakim of Judah rebelled, testing Babylon's supremacy. Nebuchadnezzar responded with swift fury, marching his army to Jerusalem. The siege was relentless. Months later, he breached the city, dragging Jehoiakim away in chains. Treasures from Solomon's temple gleamed in Babylon as trophies of his triumph, while thousands of Judeans, including the young Daniel, were exiled. Yet Judah's defiance persisted. In 586 BC, after King Zedekiah's betrayal, Nebuchadnezzar returned, this time leaving Jerusalem in ashes, its walls crumbled, its temple destroyed. His message was clear: no nation could resist him. Back in Babylon, he transformed conquest into creation. The city became a marvel under his command, its walls stretching high and wide, adorned with glazed bricks. Workers from across the empire toiled tirelessly, raising temples that shimmered in the sun. The Etemenanke ziggurat, a towering tribute to Marduk, rose anew, its steps climbing toward the heavens. Most dazzling were the hanging gardens, said to be built for his wife Amaitis, longing for her homeland's green hills. Terraces of lush trees and cascading water defied the desert's heat, an engineering feat whispered as a wonder of the world. Nebuchadnezzar oversaw every detail, his will shaping stone and soil into a legacy of splendor. His power seemed unrivaled, his city unmatched. From his palace, he surveyed a realm bowing to his name, a king who bent nations to his will. Yet, amid this glory, a shadow stirred. He began to see himself not just as ruler, but as the architect of an eternal empire, chosen by the gods, or perhaps above them. The treasures of conquered lands filled his vaults. The cheers of his people rang in his ears, but a quiet unease gnawed at him. Could anything outlast his reign? As Babylon gleamed under his rule, the first whispers of pride took root, setting the stage for a reckoning beyond his imagining. Nebuchadnezzar's reign shone brightly, but restless nights soon plagued him. Strange dreams invaded his sleep, vivid and haunting. One night he saw a towering statue, its head of gold, chest and arms of silver, belly and thighs of bronze, legs of iron, and feet a fragile mix of iron and clay. Suddenly a stone, untouched by human hands, struck the feet, shattering the statue into dust. The stone grew into a mountain, filling the earth. He awoke trembling, his power feeling small against the vision's weight. His wise men and astrologers faltered, unable to explain it, until Daniel, a Judean captive, stepped forward. With calm certainty, Daniel spoke. "The God Most High reveals this mystery. The golden head is you, O King. Your kingdom shines now, but others will rise after. You each weaker, until God's eternal kingdom, the stone, crushes all." The words pierced Nebuchadnezzar, hinting at a power beyond his grasp, yet his pride resisted. Unsettled, he sought to defy the prophecy. He ordered a massive golden statue built, a gleaming monument to his glory, erected on a vast plain. His decree rang out: all must bow before it or face a fiery furnace. It wasn't just worship, it was submission to his will. The day came, music blared, and thousands knelt. But three figures stood tall: Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Judean servants of God. Furious, Nebuchadnezzar confronted them. "Bow or burn," he roared. They replied, unshaken, "Our God can save us, but even if he doesn't, we won't serve your idol." Enraged, he commanded the furnace heated 7 times hotter. The flames roared, killing the guards who hurled them in. He watched, expecting their end, a proof of his supremacy. Then astonishment struck. Peering into the fire, he saw not 3, but 4 figures walking unharmed, the 4th glowing like a divine being. "Didn't we throw in 3?" he stammered. "I see 4, and one like a son of the gods." Calling them out, he found them untouched. No burns, no scent of smoke. Awestruck, he declared, "Blessed be their God, who sent his angel to save them. No other can deliver like this." Yet his heart clung to pride. Months later, strolling his palace rooftops, gazing at Babylon's splendor, its walls, gardens, and temples, he boasted aloud, "Is this not the great Babylon I built by my power for my glory?" Before the words settled, a voice thundered from the heavens. "O Nebuchadnezzar, your kingdom is taken from you. You'll be driven from men, live with beasts, and eat grass like an ox, until you know the Most High rules over all." Instantly, his mind unraveled. He fled to the wild, a king no more. For 7 years he roamed, his hair growing like eagle feathers, his nails like claws. Rains soaked him, dirt clung to him, and the man who once ruled nations became a shadow. Babylon carried on without him, its king reduced to a beast. In that wilderness, amid madness, a shift began. Stripped of all he'd claimed, he glimpsed a truth he'd denied. His strength, his city, his victories, they weren't his alone. The God he'd defied held power over all. Nebuchadnezzar, once invincible, faced his frailty, his spirit breaking under the weight of divine will, paving the way for a humbling unlike any other. After 7 years in the wilderness, Nebuchadnezzar's eyes lifted to the sky. The proud king was gone, his boasts silenced, his grandeur stripped away. In that quiet moment, his sanity returned, like a woo clearing from his mind. He saw himself as he truly was, a man, not a god, held in the hands of the Most High. Rising from the dirt, he spoke anew, his voice steady with awe. I praise the King of Heaven, whose dominion is everlasting. He gives power to whom he wills. Restored to his throne, he was no longer the same. Once blinded by pride, he now knew true strength lay beyond his grasp. His story teaches a simple truth. Human glory fades, but God's endures. No matter our achievements, we stand small before him. Yet in humbling Nebuchadnezzar, God offered mercy, a chance to rise anew. From a beast to a believer, his journey proves that even in our deepest fall, redemption waits when we turn to the Creator. If Nebuchadnezzar's story moved you, like and share this video with those you love. Subscribe for more tales of faith and triumph from the Bible. Hit the bell so you never miss a story. Together, let's uncover the powerful lessons Scripture holds. See you in the next video.